What is going on, everyone? It's Nero again. Here for you, some Call of Duty Black Ops 2 playing some Domination. It's time to map Nuketown 2025 using the M1216 shotgun. And quickly I realized I wasn't getting to where I wanted to be with the M12 here. I was getting a lot of hit markers, wasn't playing well, and I ended up switching my class because of it and ended up with a really good final score, especially for using UAV, carrying UAV, and VSAT. No lethal skill streaks as a result. So hopefully you guys all sit back, relax, and enjoy that. But welcome to this week's episode of Dear Nero, a weekly series here on my channel where you guys send me in fan mail, fan questions, if you will. Typically this is posted every Wednesday, but yesterday was a personalization DLC drop for Black Ops 2, so I figured, I'm gonna post that up. And I don't want to bury Dear Nero with a personalization DLC video. I don't want to bury the personalization DLC video with a Dear Nero, so I decided I'm just gonna hold off on Dear Nero, post on Thursdays, and I don't think it'll be too big a deal. So let's hop on into this. First question, he writes, Dear Nero, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Christopher from North Carolina. Well, Chrissy from North Carolina, I'm going to tell you this right now. There isn't a whole lot I would do for a Klondike bar, and this is why. A Klondike bar is weak. That thing is like vanilla ice cream and a chocolate shell. That's it. It's not even big. It's not revolutionary. It's not even a big deal. I think they have variations. Like, I think they have like a chocolate ice cream with a chocolate shell, or like a pecan ice cream with a chocolate shell, or something like that. It's not that revolutionary. And to be honest, it's not even that good. I don't even know why they still run that campaign. Like, maybe when that What Would You Do for a Klondike Bar campaign started, and I don't even know when it started. I should have done some research. But maybe back then, it was a revolutionary dairy frozen treat. But as of right now, it's weak. Give me one of them drumsticks. It's got the cone, and it's got chocolate at the bottom, and like vanilla ice cream, and it's got like nuts and stuff on top like that, and chocolate on top. Yeah, those things are a lot better than a Klondike bar. So that's maybe the question should be, what would you do for a drumstick? Next question, he writes, Dear Nero, would you say if the Revolution DLC was a success, and what ideas do you have for the next DLC? New multiplayer weapons, or what types of maps as far as zombies and multiplayer would you like to see? Thank you for your great videos every day, and thank you for your hard work, Logan from Texas. So, thank you for the kind words, by the way. So I think Revolution was a success. I think it was a good DLC. I think Grind is one of the best maps in the game. I like Downhill as well. Mirage is okay, even. I don't mind Mirage. Then the Peacekeeper submachine gun, I think a lot of people really enjoyed that gun as well. And Die Rise was really fun. I mean, I made round 78 on Die Rise. I like Die Rise. That was pretty neat. But I wasn't a big fan of Hydro. That's the one thing about DLC I didn't like. And I don't really care for the map Hydro. But was it a success? I think overwhelmingly the consensus from the community is yeah, it's a pretty good DLC. A lot of people liked it. And what I'd like to see from future DLC. So, of course, I want a new Zombies map. I don't know what that new zombie map would be, because, here's an idea. Zombie school. Just throwing it out there. Even a multiplayer map within a school. How many of you, I'm sure a lot of you go to school, right? When I was in school all the time, I would, walk through my school and, on my way to class, something like that. I'm like, this would be a cool Call of Duty map. You think you got the long hallways, you got the open classrooms and stuff. I don't know, it'd be kind of neat. Maybe they should make a map out of a college or something like that. They can do that for zombies or multiplayer, who knows. In terms of a multiplayer weapon, I think I'd like to see maybe a light machine gun, or maybe an assault rifle. I'm not sure. We've already got the submachine gun. I would like, with each DLC, for them to come out with a new weapon for each category, like a new sniper, new submachine gun, which they did with the Peacekeeper, a new assault rifle, a new light machine gun, and a new shotgun. I think that'd all be pretty cool, but whether they're going to do it or not, I don't know. But in terms of the maps, they need to go ahead and expand them a little bit. I want these maps to be the size of Black Ops 1 maps. A lot of the maps here in the game are rather small. They're just small, condensed things. I want to see, let's think, I want Jungle back. That's what they should do. In Modern Warfare 2, they brought back some maps from Call of Duty 4 as DLC. They should do the same thing here in Black Ops 2 with Black Ops 1 maps. I would love to see some jungle. I want some firing range. I want some summit. I want some of them maps. That's what they should do next, to be perfectly honest. I mean, we have enough maps in the game already. Let's get some good ones in this time. So, that's my answer for that question. Next question, he writes, Dear Nero, throughout the year, I was forced to learn many things that I will never need to know in the real world. For example, in math, I had to learn box and whisker plots. This is the most pointless thing I've ever seen. It has no practical use. So my question is, do you think schools should teach things that will never be used in the real world, or should they just teach them to be safe? Michael, I'm going to say is, first and foremost, a lot of what you learn in school is completely 110% worthless. It's not going to help you at all within the real world. I went to a night school class. If you don't know, I dropped out of high school when I was in high school. I was 17, and I ended up going back to night school and getting my GED that same year. Now, I went to night school, and this was just over 2 years ago, right, when I went back to night school. And in night school, they teach you everything you need to know about the GED class. Like, they'll teach you all these different math things. They'll teach you a little bit about the government and American history. They'll teach you little things about English and science. Like, that's what they teach you for the GED test. And I passed the GED test. I did with flying colors, actually. And now I realize, like, I'm just kind of bored. Like, I'm doing YouTube now, and I got the spare time. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go back to night school again and get my actual high school diploma this time. And so I go back and think about the high school diploma program, which is so stupid. I have to do a senior project. Well, basically, I turn these projects like every other class, right? But I still have to show up to every single class and sit through it. And literally, I go there for 4 hours and read the newspaper every time we have a class, like, because I don't need to learn anything because they're preparing the other students for a GED test while I've already taken it. And all these students are struggling, like with decimals and I don't know, whatever kind of math problems or whatever there is they're trying to learn. And they're all struggling with it. And like, oh, this is so hard. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, I don't remember any of this, and I passed that test perfectly. Like, the things you learn in school are pretty worthless. Like, they don't teach you anything. One class you should take is accounting. They'll teach you how to balance your checkbook. That's something you should take in high school. But do I think schools, yeah, they definitely teach you a lot of things you don't need to know. It's just there to, so I've heard someone say algebra is there to teach you how to think and teach you how to memorize things. Who knows? But do I think it's pointless? Yeah. Do I think it's good for people to learn? I guess. I mean, they got to fill your time somehow. So you're going to have to deal with it, man. We all had to. Next question. He writes, Dear Nero, what is your favorite book or series of books? Josh from Pennsylvania. Well, Josh from Pennsylvania, let's see here. I've never been much of a reader. I've read the autobiography of Vasily Zaitsev. He was a sniper. Most notably, he's a Russian sniper. And during World War II, and most notably, he was known for his battles in Stalingrad. So it was a pretty interesting read, I would say. Other things I've read is basically things they made me read in school, like Where the Red Fern Grows. That was a really good book. Hatchet. These are books you've probably read. Where the Red Fern Grows and Hatchet, right? Is that those two books you guys have seen? I think sequel to Hatchet is Brian's Winter. Am I right on that? I think I've read that as well. I haven't read a whole lot of books. I know I'm not a big fan of reading. I don't know. Just those are the books I've read. I wouldn't say I have a favorite because I don't really read much. Yeah, I read on the internet. Does that count? Next question. He writes, Dear Nero, have you ever wanted to take a break from Call of Duty or YouTube, or do you just love both of them? Mike from the USA. Well, taking a break from Call of Duty is something I think we all kind of do. Like, taking a break from Call of Duty, like, in the past 2 weeks, I've played maybe 2 or 3 hours of Call of Duty. Whereas, before when the game first came out, I was playing like 2 or 3 hours a day. So I think we all like take these little periodic breaks from Call of Duty in the sense that we don't want to get burned out on it too much. So we just kind of sit back on the game a little bit and maybe not play as much as humanly possible anymore. Maybe play some different things. Like as of late, I've been doing the Minecraft server thing, which needs we need to work on that some more to get updated to 1.5. But also been playing SimCity, which is a really fun game, and just doing things like that. I mean, people act as if Call of Duty is like the only game they're allowed to play. It's not true. You can play whatever you want. You really can. And taking a break from YouTube, every now and again, a day will go by where I just don't put up a video, and it's not. Sometimes it's because I just really don't have any inspiration that day, and just not really feeling making a video that day. And other times it's conflicting schedules. Like my sleep schedule is horrible, so maybe I'll wake up at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and I'll have somewhere to be at 4 in the afternoon. Like, if I wake up 2 or 3 in the afternoon and I have school that night at 5 o'clock or something like that, that's not a whole lot of time to put out a good video. Like, I can make a video in that time, no problem, but I'll be all tired when I'm doing it. The gameplay will probably be subpar because I won't want to use a good gameplay on the video. I'm going to be tired in, and, every now and again, you just don't want to put out a video, and then sometimes it happens. But in terms of, like, a long-term break, like, let's say, like, a month-long vacation or something like that, I don't picture myself ever doing that. That's just silliness. Next question, he writes. Actually, final question, he writes, Dear Nero, since the Peacekeeper submachine gun came out, do you think it will be overused, or do you think the old one will still be used more? He leaves how to pronounce his name, and I still don't know how to pronounce his name. Shiham? I don't know, something like that, from Chicago. I'm assuming you're a PS3 player, because you said since the Peacekeeper came out, and that's kind of insinuating that maybe it just recently came out. For us Xbox players, it's old news. But for you PS3 guys, it's going to be overused. It's going to be overused as hell for a little while. When it came out for the Xbox, man, it was overused like crazy. Everyone was using it. That's the only gun you saw in the kill feed. Like, if you played the Revolution DLC playlist, that's the only gun you saw in the kill feed. And with a good reason. I mean, it's a new gun. It's fun to use. Will be overused? Yes. Then it will slowly decline to the point where nobody uses it ever. Because that's what happened to me. That's what happened on the Xbox 360. Like, so many people use the Peacekeeper, and they used it so much that absolutely nobody else wanted to play with it. Like for me personally, like, I got a diamond in one day, which essentially just means I got a gold, and since I had my other submachine guns gold, I also got a diamond for it. I got it up to diamond in one day, and I really haven't touched it since. I mean, I maybe played with it a couple games here or there, but you know, you play it that much, and you just like get so bored of that gun. You're just like, oh, mother of God, I'm done with this gun. Please make it stop. And yeah, that's what happened to me. Although I picked it up yesterday, and I really had a lot of fun with it, so I should probably make a class with it and have another go with the Peacekeeper. But gameplay is wrapping up here. Hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episode of Dear Nero. But pretty good final score, I would say. The case being 52 kills, 17 deaths, and 5 captures, and 8 defends. Pretty good shotgun gameplay here on Nuketown 2025. 7,100 score. Leading the lobby, leading the team, leading everybody and everything. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Please don't leave a rating. And if you like your question featured on next week's episode of Dear Nero, simply send me a personal message here on YouTube with the tagline reading Dear Nero. If it's a good question, an entertaining question, I will go ahead and answer it. So until then, this has been Nero. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.